Welcome. Grab a cushion and take a nice cross-legged seat. Allow the crown of your head, your shoulders, and your hips to be aligned. And close your eyes if that feels good. Bring your right hand to grab your ribs. The thumb is facing the back. And the other hand goes on your belly. And just take a couple of deep breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. And notice how your rib cage is expanding. Allow the rib cage to fully expand also on the back. So you should feel your thumb move whenever you fill the lungs. And on the exhale, everything contracts. You're breathing down into your rib cage and then into your belly. And just notice how this deep breath feels. Notice how you're feeling coming into this practice. And just keep breathing deeply, all the way into the base of your lungs, to your belly. And exhale. When you're ready, you can move around your head, your shoulders. And then come into child's pose. So bringing your knees wide and just sit on your heels. Release the forehead on the ground, and you can massage your forehead saying no, no. And you can also massage the lower back, allowing your spine to fully stretch here, your hips. And just breathe here for a moment. So we're practicing self-compassion here, just being kind to ourselves. It doesn't matter what we achieve or not achieve during this class. We're just showing up, and that's what matters. Bring both hands towards the right side so you get a nice side stretch, and then to the other side. Keeping your hips grounded on your heels. When you're ready, come back to center and come into all fours, allowing your knees to be right under your hips, your wrists under your shoulders. And let's do a couple of cat-cows. So on the inhale, looking up, smiling with the collarbone. On the exhale, we push the mat away, round the back, tuck the tailbone under. Inhaling, opening up. Exhaling, rounding, and allow your pelvic floor to join you. So whenever you inhale and look up, you relax the pelvic floor, just let it be. When you exhale, you lift the pelvic floor towards your belly button. Do a couple more here at your own pace. Remembering to just take your time. You could look from one side to the other, looking back into your hips to get a nice side stretch. And when you're ready, come into downward facing dog. Feel free to walk your dog, bending one knee and then the other. Fingers are widely spread, shoulders away from the ears. And just feel the stretch here on the backs of your legs, on your back. And very slowly start walking towards your hands. Come into forward fold, bend your knees generously. And you can grab opposite elbows and just sway from side to side. Move your head around. Yes, yes. No, no. And just hang here. Allow your head to fully relax. And start rolling up when you're ready all the way. Roll your shoulders back and down, palms facing forward. Notice where your feet are. They should be aligned with each other. Tailbone is tucked under, mountain pose. Inhaling, lifting your arms up. Exhale, hinging from the hips down, back is straight. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, step your left leg back, release the knee on the ground and open up the chest. Exhale, bring the right leg towards the back, knees, chest and chin, come to the ground, rolling forward into a cobra, opening up the chest. Exhale, and come into child's pose and stretch up into downward facing dog. And feel free to always adjust your down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg to the front and open up, low lunge. And on your exhale, bring the right foot back. Come all the way up on the inhale. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. So this is Surya Namaskara B, the traditional way. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, halfway lift. And now you're stepping your right leg back into low lunge, knee on the ground. Exhale, come knees, chest, chin towards the ground. Roll up into baby cobra. Shoulders and elbows are aligned and close to the body. And on the exhale, come into child's pose and then come up into down dog. And breathe here for a moment. On your next inhale, bring in the right leg forward, low lunge again, opening up the chest, bringing the shoulder blades towards one another. On the exhale, bring in the back foot forward to join the front of the mat, and inhale, stretch it up, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, hinging forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And step both legs back, knees on the ground, chest and chin follows. Inhale, baby cobra, keeping those arms close to your sides. Exhale, child's pose. And come into downward facing dog when you're ready. When you inhale, bring both feet towards the front of the mat and come into chair pose. If you have a block, place it between your knees so you create nice tension, and it'll automatically lift your pelvic floor. Make sure that your tailbone is slightly tucked under, but you still make your glutes available so you're not overly tucking your pelvis. You can bring your arms to the front or to in line with your ears, and just breathe here for a moment. You can interlace the fingers behind you so you open up the chest. And when you're ready, fold forward, lengthen those legs and allow the spine to stretch. Get a nice shoulder opening. And bring your hands towards the mat. And we're gonna step back into lizard, bringing your left leg back. And your knee is facing towards the outside edge, so your arms are inside of towards the inside of your leg, of your right leg. And you're just doing little circles here with your hips, allowing the inner thigh to stretch, and also the hip flexor on your left leg. So it's a nice juicy stretch here. And now bring the hand to the outside edge of your right leg and then stretch that front leg forward. So you're coming into a mini half split, lifting your toes towards your face. And we can make this dynamically by folding and stretching the leg. So inhaling when you fold, exhale when you lengthen. A couple like that. And when you're ready, bring that right leg back, and let's come into a modified forearm plank. So you can leave your knees on the ground, and we just want to activate the core and take it easy. So you can just lengthen one leg, keep the other knee on the ground, and then just switch. Keep switching. You can stay here and just feel the activation of your inner core. If you feel any bulging or like you're not stable enough with your core, then don't do full forearm plank. Just keep switching the knees back and forward. And once you feel strong enough, then you can go into a full forearm plank. Release your belly on the ground. Let's come into Sphinx pose, just opening up the chest, trying to get the shoulder blades to come towards one another. And then using your core, come up and let's switch sides. So now lizard pose on the left side, bringing both hands to the inside of your left leg and just doing circles here dynamically. And this whole time we're thinking about our breath, right? We're trying to get that 360-degree breath going. So we're inhaling into our lungs. Dynamic half splits here. You can adjust as you need to. The toes are facing towards your face. And you can keep a mini bend on your knees. We don't want to overstretch here. So remember, if you're still breastfeeding, you want to not go all the way to your edge. So keeping here things dynamic, moving from lengthening and flexing. You want to go to your 70% effort. You don't want to go all the way because our joints and tendons and muscles are still quite loose from all the prolacting and relaxing that we're producing. Now we're coming into a side plank. So bring it side plank on the left. Your left knee is on the ground. The right leg is stretched. And you can do circles here with your right arm, just taking it forward and then back. Make sure that you're lifting your hips and your core so you're not collapsing on your arm. Bringing the arm to align with the ear. If you're feeling energized and you feel stable in your core, then lift that right leg up. Otherwise, stay where you are. Remember, you know where you are at today. I'm just giving you options. You take the ones that work for you today. Moving to the other side, so now the right knee is on the ground, left leg is stretched, and just taking circles as you feel like it. I'm taking 2 or 3 circles to the front, 2 and 3 circles to the back, but you do what feels good for you. Opening up the chest, lifting that hip, lifting the core. And if you're up for it, if you did it on the other side, lifting that leg up. Breathing, releasing the leg back down, come into child's pose. Release the palms to face up so that you allow your wrists to rest for a moment. And just breathe here. Massage your forehead and just take a deep breath in. Check in with yourself. Check in with your body. Coming back into all fours, we're going to open up with the right arm and then thread it under the left. Doing this a couple of times. 3. And then on the third one, release your right ear on the mat, allowing the shoulder to stretch. You can take your left arm and place it over your ear, stretching it forward. Try to keep your hips aligned over your knees. Feeling a nice torso stretch here. Nice core stretch as well. And just breathing here. Deep breaths in and out. On your next inhale, let's switch sides, coming back up. And now the left arm is threading under. And on the third thread, you release your left ear on the mat. And check on your alignment and just stretch it up here. And breathe deeply. And this is great after you've been hunched down, looking down at your baby or in the office. Really nice to open up the chest, the shoulders, and the whole upper back. And coming back up, let's sit on our sits bones and bring the left leg on top of the right, bending the knees so the knees are aligned. This is cow pose Gomukhasana, and then the left arm goes under the right. Lift your elbows and then at the same time push away your hands from your face. Push them away from your face. So you're lifting and pushing away, and that gives an extra stretch on your shoulders. Bringing your hands behind you, switching legs. And now the right leg is on top of the left. right arm goes under the left, wrapping them together. If you can't get your palms to touch, it's okay if you grab your wrists or one wrist, and again, pushing up and away from you. And breathing here. And when you're ready, roll to your side and then to your back. And we are going to do some toe taps to activate our core. So look at me first. Maybe you want to make sure that you're hinging from the hips. You're activating your core, your spine, your back is glued to the mat, and you're just tapping with your toe, allowing the movement to come from your hips, from your core. You should feel your core activate with this. And you might want to exhale when you come down, wherever you feel like you need more strength. I think in my case, it's usually when I tap my toe down. Take a couple of more repetitions here. Ideally, you want to do 10 on each side. And breathe here. Try to coordinate that core, that pelvic floor. And when you're ready, hug your knees towards your chest, roll from side to side. And you can take happy baby, grabbing the outside edges of your feet. Feel free to move around as you like. Do any poses, any movements that you need to do before we come into our final relaxation pose, Shavasana. Allowing your legs to lengthen, your feet to fall to the outside edges of your mat. Your palms are facing up. And you can close your eyes if that feels good. You can also take your hand to your heart and the other to your belly. And just breathe here. Notice your breath. Notice the back of your body touching the mat. And allow your forehead to relax, your jaw to relax. Take one deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth. Let it go. And just allow your breath to be. Let your breath be and just guide you into relaxing. Relax your neck and shoulders. Relax your belly, your hips and legs, your toes, your hands are relaxed, your arms. And you can stay here as long as you like, or you can go ahead and take a full body stretch and then roll to your side. I recommend you stay here as long as you like, but if you need to go on with your day, then from your side, coming back up into seated, bringing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and taking a moment to notice how you feel, drawing a subtle smile on your face, acknowledging yourself for showing up today, for giving yourself time to honor your body. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. When you're ready, bringing your hands to your forehead, your lips, your heart. May you be aligned with your thoughts, your words, and your feelings. Namaste.